Harare, Robert Mugabe, who has ruled Zimbabwe since independence in 1980, resigned as president Tuesday shortly after lawmakers began impeachment proceedings against him, according to the Speaker of Parliament. The Speaker read out a letter in which Mugabe said he was stepping down with immediate effect for the welfare of the people of Zimbabwe and the need for a peaceful transfer of power. The resignation of Zimbabwe's president ends 4 decades of rule by a man who turned from independence hero to archetypal African strongman. The chairman of the U.S. Federal Communications Commission unveiled plans to repeal a landmark 2015 order that barred Internet service providers from blocking or slowing down consumer access to web content. Ballast Mount Mugabe volcano has begun erupting less than a month after its alert status was downgraded following a decrease in seismic activity. Vision, sunrise. Wishbone, one of 2 Turkey's President Donald Trump officially pardoned on Tuesday, got a special tour of the briefing room before the big event. One of the most prominent American interviewers has been suspended from a number of U.S. networks after 8 women told The Washington Post he sexually harassed them. British police ended an armed hostage siege after a gunman took 2 staff members hostage at a bowling alley in a leisure complex in central England. He is set to travel to Myanmar, where 620,000 refugees have fled from, and is being warned not to use the term Rohingya. The resignation of Zimbabwe's president ends 4 decades of rule by a man who turned from independence hero to archetypal African strongman. Lawmakers erupted into cheers, and jubilant residents poured into the streets of Harare, the capital. It seemed to be an abrupt capitulation for Mugabe, 93, the world's oldest head of state and one of Africa's longest-serving leaders. "It's the best thing that's ever happened to Zimbabwe," Perseverance and 20, said in central Harare just minutes after news of Mugabe's resignation began spreading and crowds of people started singing around her. "I have been waiting so long for this moment." Mugabe, who once proclaimed that only God will remove me, had refused to step down even after being expelled Sunday from ZANU-PF, the political party he had led for decades. Then on Tuesday, members of ZANU-PF introduced a motion of impeachment, invoking a constitutional process that had never before been tested. The party's historical political rival, the Movement for Democratic Change, seconded the motion, a striking sign of the consensus in the political class that Mugabe must go, one that formed with astonishing speed after the military took Mugabe into custody last Wednesday, signaling an end to his 37-year rule. Get the latest news and updates emailed straight to your inbox by submitting your email